there a camera here?
But speaking of Alabama, I know you basically picked that Nick Saban to win every game, and you're right to do so. But there's one infamous game where you picked against Alabama, and you've told me the story many times off air about the coffin and everything that comes with that. Could you share the story of how that all came about?
I had picked Alabama, and when you work in Birmingham and you pick against Alabama, it's like you'll have a fight walking down to Starbucks if you're wrong.
Yeah.
So I just said I'm not doing this. So I started picking them, and I went on for years. I mean, it's just like it went on for 15 years, and finally in 2022. I was landing. I literally just landed in Knoxville. You turn your phones on. Phones, kind of thing that you get it.
Yeah.
Radio
I got. I'm picking up.
He was looking at my StarTech with. Sure would like one of them. So I got a call from Baron Miller, who's the producer of SEC Nation. He said, "Hey, I got a crazy proposition." I go, "Okay." I've done some nutty things before. He said, "Told me the story about these guys that had Tennessee coffee." He said, "Were you planning on picking Tennessee?" I said, "No, I wasn't." He said, "Would you think about it?" I said, "Yeah." So I drove to campus. And, once I kind of pulled up the hill and saw Ayers Hall, I'm thinking, they're probably not going to win, but if I pick Tennessee, maybe the alumni office will leave me alone. So I said, I'm in. And then the hard part started. They told me what they wanted me to do. It was a takeoff on The Undertaker. And so so literally all Friday night, I'm watching The Undertaker. Get up. And then the day of the game, I felt pretty good about it. I thought Tennessee had a chance to win.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were a really good team.
Right.
We knew all that. But they're still playing Alabama. And we went out about 7:15 and looked at the coffin. I got in. I'm like, oh, my goodness, what have I gotten into? Then we have like a middle-level manager who's kind of over the SEC network.
Yeah.
He's not there anymore.
After this?
You may have heard all that.
No. Yep.
Yes, ESPN was in the news last summer. And he after I got out, he said, no, he walked me over. He said, are you really sure you're comfortable with this? And I knew what he was saying. This guy is in his 60s. What if he got in there and didn't come out? I mean, the guy didn't know that he wouldn't be there at the next Alabama-Tennessee game. And I said, I think I got it. But then the hard part is, you're doing the show, but that's all you're thinking about because there was like a 3 to 4 minute deal. I got to come off the set, go behind, take off my jacket, put on a Tennessee jersey, which by the way would not have gotten around one of your arms. I mean, it was small. It was tight. So I got down there. They hook you up, and then it does seem like forever when you get in, and then the whole thing is, I've got to come out and say, Vols win, get up, do the, by the way, just think of it. I want you to just simulate this, Shane. Maybe I should have asked you, laying flat,
yeah,
and then they open it and just pop out. I mean, that's not the easiest thing to do, but fortunately, so I kind of, it was all mental, and then boom, it happened, and I got out of there pretty quick.
You did great. I remember it.
And I was screaming. I was like adrenaline on 9 million.
Oh. Paul.
What?
Are you okay?
Oh, no. What is this? This doesn't look good for Tennessee fans.
You guys have tried to bury Tennessee, and it looks like, is this Tennessee in a casket? My goodness. We need some clarity here. Paul. We also have pallbearers, by the way.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Who's in there? Kind of afraid to look.
Me too. I don't do well with caskets.
Do we
Guys,
open
get
it?
it open.
Oh! 6 Red Bulls right before I did it. And I mean, it was great. It was fun, and everybody loved it. And then you start thinking, like, what if they actually won the game?
Yeah.
And when they did, it was. I mean, I have to admit, it was pretty cool. I mean,
That's cool.
I have lived on that for a long time. And my new book will be out next week. They thought I was dead. Rising from the coffin on Rocky Top.